Hi guys, it's Vivian the Somm next door. We are doing another Trader Joe's review. It's been a while, it's been a minute. So as you can see, we got 6 different bottles and I'm gonna taste them and tell you what I think about them. So I saw some nice higher end wines around $30 and I was tempted to buy them, but I decided to keep everything under $20. All these wines are Trader Joe's exclusives. So you can only buy these wines at Trader Joe's. The first bottle that we have is another Marlborough Sauvignon Blanc. Last year I tried the Tuatea. This one is called The Pass, $12.99. So more expensive than the Tuatea. So this wine is giving me a lot of like green apple, lime, some grapefruit. It really isn't that grassy or green. I would say it's like a standard Sauvignon Blanc. Would I say it's much better than the Tuatea, which was a little bit cheaper? I don't really think so. I know right now New Zealand wines are a little bit more expensive, so maybe that's why the prices for actually all New Zealand wines have gone up recently. But this is like a very good, like year-round wine. Very standard, very like easygoing. It's not bad. The next one is pretty exciting. It is a Floriana Gruner Veltliner. I think that was probably the only Hungarian wine at Trader Joe's. Gruner Veltliner is usually grown in Austria. It's like a good replacement for Sauvignon Blanc if you want to switch it up and try a little something different. It's a little bit spicier. It's known for a little bit more white pepper notes, but it's in the same ballpark. So high acidity. It has a little bit of like a green note like Sauvignon Blanc. This is also a screw top. New Zealand was a screw top, guys. It's okay. Don't be afraid. It's gonna be okay. Also, doesn't this kind of give you Esperal, the Vino Verde vibes? It kind of reminds me, maybe because it's in this green bottle. Oh my God, that's like so green apple. And I don't mean this in a bad way. I really don't. Like the green apple Jolly Rancher, like an actual nicer smell of that. Like floral. Whoa. Very different, even though they have like a similar basis of like lime and high acidity, but this one has like much stronger floral notes, like white flowers, honeysuckle, and then like maybe it's like that little pepperiness towards the end. Wow, this is $7.99. That's not that expensive. This is actually like really tasty. If you're not really into floral, don't get it. This is a good pool wine, I think. Not bad, you guys, not bad. So while I'm finishing up my little bit right here, let me tell you about wine number 3. So it is a rosé. I really hope it's not as bad as last year's rosé, which I still have in my fridge, you guys. Like, no joke. Watch, come here, come with me. I don't even have enough respect for this wine to get rid of it. Do you see this? This is still here. I still have this from last year. That Chilean rosé, really, really bad. So I saw it the other time. Don't get it, guys, don't get it. No, I'm not taking those chances again. We're not doing that. Saint Sagnol is the Provence rosé. So should be light, fruity, high minerality, high acid. It's making me pucker, so I know there is some acid in here. Very strawberry, lemon notes, maybe a little bit of red cherries in here. It doesn't really have a long finish. Easy going, kind of just, you know, basic, but basic in a good way. It's like a middle of the road rosé. Is this better than the Chilean rosé? 100%. Honestly, of the lighter wines, I would go with the Gruner Veltliner, which is shocking, kind of, because it's like the cheapest one at $7.99. Let's go on to the reds. I think I've seen this wine. Maybe they make this every year. So again, another Trader Joe's exclusive, Loudenotte. I don't know how to pronounce this, but anyway, the thing that I want to point out, this is the IGP wine, so it is a 1 step lower than a AOC wine. So usually these grapes come from the south of France in the Languedoc-Roussillon region, but it's not the Languedoc AOC. It's like a slightly lower class, but that doesn't mean it's bad wine, you guys. But this is where you can get a lot of good bargains. So this wine went for $8.99. And you know me, I've talked about this before. When you see a Pinot Noir that's like not that expensive, part of me is like, this is kind of too good to be true, because Pinot Noir is a really hard grape to grow. It's very fickle, but then again, if you're in a Mediterranean climate, things should be a little bit easier. In my mind, I'm like, okay, so this is gonna be a little bit like slightly rounder Pinot Noir, just because it's like a warmer region compared to Burgundy. It's not gonna be as light and ethereal. But anyway, I'm a little scared. We'll see how this goes. I don't know, there's a little funk, but like there's red cherry notes, raspberries, vanilla as well. There's definitely seen some oak, but there's like a sour note in there that I'm like really not a fan of. And it starts off super juicy. It starts off round and luscious, and then towards the end, it kind of like peters out. There's like a darker note towards the end, like a purpley flavor note towards the end. Would I buy this wine again? I don't know. But at the same time, is it unacceptable level? No. Is it like slightly below average, but also because of the price, you're like, I'm okay with that? Yeah. If you want a bigger, heavier wine, this is not it for you. If you want a lighter, elegant wine, this isn't it for you. So this is kind of like in the middle road of the, I don't know. It's very confusing to me. Okay guys, we are moving on to wine number 5. So I have a Côte du Rhône. This is a Laurent Dublanc. Côte du Rhône is a great place to find bargain wines. And if you're looking for quality levels, so Côte du Rhône is a little bit lower, and then Côte du Rhône Villages, it's a step higher. If it states like an area, then it's gonna be a little bit more expensive. Chateau du Pape, Gigondas, Baccarat. You can definitely smell the alcohol in this. This is 14.5% alcohol, so this is definitely a heavy hitter. Like super strong, intense red berry flavors in here. There's a lot of spice actually. Red plum. It's pretty big and bold and a little spicy, but it's definitely not a light wine. It's a good one, you guys. I recommend it. And dinner party, oh yeah, if you bring this to a dinner party, I think people would be, they'd be impressed. They're like, ooh, Côte du Rhône, it's a French wine. I don't think people know that area too well, but it is a very good area for bargain wines, and I highly recommend. It's like juicy, dark, spicy. I think you need strong flavors for this for sure. Would this go with fish? No, don't pair this with fish, you guys. I personally think it would go well with like lots of warming spices, like a cumin dish. This would be a good barbecue wine to bring. Côte du Rhône, guys, Laurent Dublanc, I give it my Vivian stamp of approval, and especially for the price point. You can't beat it. I took a break, and that was a bad decision because this wine's hitting me now, even though I'm doing small glasses. For those of you guys have been on this channel, sometimes my pours are a little heavy, but I've been very judicious this time, and I'm still feeling it. So for my last wine, I corvined it because I think of all the wines, this one I was like more confident that this was a real cork. This cork for the Rosé, oh my God, that was so synthetic. This was also the most expensive wine that I got at $15.99. It's a Bordeaux Supérieur, Chateau de Seguin. So what is a Bordeaux Supérieur? That is a catch-all term, but it's higher than a Bordeaux AOC. There are some requirements for it to have this label. So for instance, it needs to be aged in oak for at least 12 months. They have to use Bordeaux classic grapes. So, you know, I'll put them up here. You guys know if you guys have been watching along. Let's take a gander. This is a 14.5% alcohol, so also a heavy, heavy hitter. It feels much lighter than the Côte du Rhône. You know, not always price wins, but in this case, I think it's just a more balanced wine. Although if you would like a richer style, the Côte de Rhone for sure, but this Bordeaux is just beautiful. I think it just exemplifies just like a well-roundedness. It has like a nice acidity, has nice tannins, it's round. It doesn't have a long finish, which is kind of the difference between this and like a really nice Bordeaux blend. But I think for $15.99, this is like a very tasty Bordeaux, and it doesn't break the bank. This one for sure is a good dinner wine that I don't think anyone would suspect it's, unless they go to Trader Joe's and they know. I would buy this again. So if I had to rank these wines, where would I go? I think number 1 is the Bordeaux Supérieur. Number 2 is the Côte de Rhone. Number 3 is the Gruner Veltliner. Oh gosh, I don't really know for these last 3. I think just off the dome, the Rosé comes in at number 4. The Sauvignon comes in number 5. Just because of the price, it's $12.99. This is $11.99. I think, I don't know, I'd rather do that. And literally last place, I really did not enjoy this wine at all. It's the Loudenotte Pinot Noir. It was not very good. Well, that was Trader Joe's wines, you guys. Thank you guys for joining. There was a lot of good options out here and not that expensive. Please hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, and cheers, you guys. I'll catch you guys later.